Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Penn State's offense takes the field. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Creates a little space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And how about the big boys up front, paving the way, creating an enormous hole to run through. And that wasn't even close. Like 3rd and short, maybe you'll get it. No. Clearly got it. Clearly dominated the line of scrimmage.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for it all. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. Keeps looking downfield. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
They'll send out the kicker here. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Colorado's offense has the ball for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, it it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Wants to fire on second down. Right on the money. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who...
Racing down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Colorado! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Tight end finds a soft spot. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Might be calling a hot route. They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires downfield. Connection to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game. And defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Vanderbilt. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Looking left. Got his man downfield. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps. And man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Makes the grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Working that left side now. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They pick up that 1st down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there and you take a shot on 3rd and run it on 4th, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well.
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Fires deep on the run. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the score. Just a little off. Incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Running back searching for a hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Shakes off the defender. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. To the air on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Defensively, the more speed you have on the field, the better. Not just to cover wide receivers, but when the QB does this and scrambles outside the pocket, now you got guys that have really good speed going to catch a quarterback, an athletic quarterback at that. Really nice job by the defense.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The last time they had it, a thing of beauty. Did whatever they want, run, pass. He unleashes a long one. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Try to get it to the edge. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh,
a shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Touchdown, Penn State! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Got his man on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's
breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down, using the quick game. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. You can hear the roar all the way to Mount Nittany after he got in the backfield and made the play.
And they always give you something to roar about, don't you? These Penn State linebackers, I don't know where they find them, but year after year they find some of the best players in all of football.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This offense says it's 4-down territory, taking a chance from the 43. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Looking downfield on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. 3 tight ends in the formation on first and 10. On the option, he'll toss it. Turning it on! A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They're working that left side. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
It's complete on the right side. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they get him down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds space on the right. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, he's got a chance. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. First down here for the offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On target to the left. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Buying some time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Offense getting set for first down. To the air on first down. throws for the tight end. Working that left side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He wants to throw it. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already...
Next going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fitted in the window for the score. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting.
Makes a grab down the middle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Back's looking for the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get it?
He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.